Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back. I'm going to see when I get back to the barn. I'm just going to unstrap these babies and see what happens. Basically, they're staying on. Those ratchet straps, though, make so nothing moves. But I did get all 7 of them on here.
Nice. You just going to try to fling them off?
That's what I'm going to try to do. So I'm trying to think, what is it? Arc. I don't know if I can do it from the inside. Oh, yeah, the tensioner belts.
Like L, right?
L, yeah. When I get close, I'll do it. So you brought up that cartoon Back to the Future last episode.
Rick and Morty?
Yeah. So what is, speaking of Back to the Future, what is your actual thought process on time travel?
That's such a broad question. Jesus Christ.
Well, do you think it'll ever be possible? Do you think it is possible? Woo! They all flung off. There you go. They're all there for you.
Here's always been my theory on it, because I feel like if we could travel in the past, we would have evidence that it happens. Like, if people could come to this time, there would be evidence that people have come to this time. But I believe that time travel is possible. But what I believe is that it requires a set point to be opened to be traveled to. So I think once that technology is discovered, I believe that we'll be able to travel back to that point. Does that make sense?
So yeah, you're thinking that basically the day time travel is invented is the day you're allowed to start traveling to that time frame, but not before that.
And it's not like a law or something. It's we're going to understand something about wormholes or something like that, where we're able to open up a point in time and space that can be re-entered. Does that make sense?
Okay, so you don't think it's going to be one of those, like a Back to the Future car that can just kind of go to wherever it wants to go. You don't think it's going to be the case. You think it's going to be more of a, we've opened up this wormhole and now we can travel to and from this wormhole.
Right.
From other wormholes, I guess.
Right.
Would that... But wouldn't that still change? Like, so what's the thought process on going back in time and changing the past?
What do you mean?
What do you think would happen? Like what type of, time travel movies always have a different way that they express, and that's one thing I love about time travel movies, about how they deal with when things have changed. Does it do the alternate timeline thing? Does it do the, like this is still like you, and now you remember everything when you go to the future. You remember everything that happened to you because it really did happen to you. It just was in, kind of a different body that.
Well, I think I do think that there'd be alternate timelines then. So I still feel like the timeline that you're on is the timeline you're on. But let's say you traveled back in time, and then you traveled, forward in time. You're gonna remember all that because you did it. Like, you were there, and then you were, like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, no, you're gonna know that you went back in time and then came forward in time, because to you, the time frame is still, your timeline is still a straight line.
Right.
But what if you change something in the past that affects the way that you were raised?
See, I don't think that's possible. So, you know what I'm saying?
You just think that there would be no possible way that it could happen? Like, there'd be some uncontrollable, universal thing that doesn't let it happen? Or
no, I guess if it's the theory I already put forward that we've opened up a portal or whatever that allows time travel to this set point in time, and you were born after that set point in time, so you weren't alive at all whenever time travel was first worked out. You're born after that, and then sometime in the future, you got access to this, and then you went back in time and tried to change your past. Then I feel like that always would have happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's one of those things where if you went back in time and changed your past, then you did that. I don't know. That's a weird one, because it's either.
Oh, so you think that the timeline's actually written in stone, and you going back in time was something
within your own timeline.
Your future was based on the fact that you had gone back or your past is based on the fact that you went back in time, did that, and therefore you never really changed anything.
Right. That's always made the most sense to me when in these time travel movies.
That's a good. I like that theory. But then there's also the other theory. Like, you've seen the movie Butterfly Effect?
Yeah.
And like basically, whenever he goes in the past and changes something, he comes back and then he's got the severe nosebleed because his brain is all of a sudden like processing the life that he now lived.
Right.
So he remembers both the life that he did live and then the one where he went back in time and changed and what he had actually gone through. You don't think that that's something that would?
To me, it doesn't make sense. But I feel like that. Again, time travel is not going to be like this Doc Brown thing with a car like going 88 miles an hour. And I feel like
it has to go 89 for sure.
Right. It's in the real world, it'd definitely be 89. No, I think it's something where, like I said, it's going to be something that's done in a lab, and it's not going to be something that you're ever going to have access to either way.
Well, you don't know that. Nobody ever thought Trump would be president.
Well, I mean, honestly, he's the biggest proof that time travel is not real. That I can
because
think
you think somebody would have gone and changed, or maybe he's the biggest proof that time travel is real, because maybe he lost the election.
But I feel like
and went back in time and did something. Maybe he was actually a normal stand-up candidate in his original timeline, and he just didn't win. So he went back and just was like, let me see what happens if I'm just a ridiculous lunatic. He's like, holy shit, that worked.
No,
he's like, I'm really not like this, guys, but because I knew. That's...
No, I feel like the smart people would be in charge of the time travel.
See, I love concepts of time travel, but it's so funny because one of the ultimate favorite time travel movies in existence for most people is Back to the Future. Fantastic series, fantastic, plot, very entertaining, and you got Marty McFly, Michael J. Fox, like, oops, it's just great. But I think Back to the Future has such fundamental flaws of the time travel logic that the more and more I got into time travel, that's like what I focus on now when I watch the movies.
Yeah, no, Back to the Future isn't really great time travel movies. They're just great family fun.
Great movies, yeah. I mean, they have a concept of time travel and changing the past and things like that. But I think the biggest flaw, like, you could argue that the first one, sure, nobody knows anything about time travel, so all that stuff is possible. If time travel were existing, he could go back, he could change things, all that stuff could really happen the way that it did. Maybe the picture starts to underdeveloped because he doesn't really exist, though it's kind of funny to me to think that if you actually change things in the past, I don't think a picture would just start necessarily disappearing with people. It would probably just become a different picture, right?
Like,
because
that
why are his parents going to happen to take that exact picture at that exact time with that exact roll of film to have it developed like that if there was one less child in their lives, or no children in their lives? Actually, I guess it is in that one, right? How would he physically have the photo proof, the photo that he kept watching in the first one of his brother and sister and him disappearing at the the enchantment under the sea dance? Right,
because they never even got married. So
they never got married. So the coincidence that
it's just a
he's
picture, right?
That.
Yeah, the whole photograph should disappear, not the people in the photo. But they needed a visual representation for the movie.
But besides that, Back to the Future 2 is what holds the biggest time travel flaw for me. And how the hell do you go into the future and still be there?
What do you mean?
Like, you can't go into the future and then see your older self. Because if you went into the future, there is a way that you could potentially do it, but not in the way that they did it, because that Marty in the future never traveled into the future. The only way you could go travel into the future and see an older version of yourself is if your older self knew that, or was the person that traveled into the future, then went back to the past and grew up and became the older self.
Right.
Because otherwise, the second you jump in the time travel machine and go to the future, you never existed for that time frame at that point.
Well, maybe he was the person that went in the future, and he just, well, no, I guess he would have known that.
He would have known that himself was there as well as he would have known he was getting that car accident. Yep, and like all that stuff. I've always wanted to do, like, every time travel movie I watch, I always want to do, like, a series where all I do is break down a particular movie and the time travel concepts that are used in it and where their flaws lie, and based on my own logic of time travel.
What was that one where they took the photo every time?
It's was it called Polaroid?
No.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The one that took the photo every day at like 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And then it turned out it actually took it twice a day. And then it turned out that they could take as many as they wanted. And that movie was crazy.
Yeah, I really like that one. I think Predestination was probably one of my favorite.
Really? The one with Sandra Bullock?
No. No.
Oh, no. Predestination was good. Yes, Predestination was very good with the guy with the random time travel, like, guitar-looking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that one was a really good movie. The one I told you to watch the other day was actually really entertaining to me.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
I don't remember what it was called, though. But that one's more of a romantic comedy, but it's just got a whole time travel, like, aspect to it. And the concept of time travel in that movie was really, really good. I just came to actually grab a machine, and I don't know what machine I came to grab. I think I probably came to grab the one that you're actually using, because that's all we can really do right now. We gotta plant fields.
Did you fertilize both those other fields?
I fertilized both those other ones, yeah.
I guess you could take a load of wheat or whatever the fuck we have over there. We have 9,000 in the silo.
Let's see, where's getting the best wheat prices? Whoops.
Is it wheat or barley? Whatever the rattlesnake
Yeah.
tail.
Yeah, the rattlesnake tail one is wheat, and it's not looking great right now. I think. No, it's not the rattlesnake tail. Oh no, it's one that actually, whatever it is, we can get $743 right now.
That's actually pretty
from
good.
Gomez Acres. Let's gotta go find our tipper. There it is.
So they're harvesting straw around me right now, in real life. And every time I see it, all I can think about is this fucking game.
Like, you mean right now? Are they harvesting like in the middle of the night?
Yeah, right now, as we speak. You can hear them out there. No. But, you know, like I keep, like every day I see, like, the fields that haven't been harvested yet, and then the ones that have been, they look just like this shit.
Yeah, I grew up.
Go ahead.
That was it. I grew up.
No,
I grew up with I grew up with a lot of farmland, like, right behind me. And it's so sad to see it now, because the guy sold after a while, and they bought the place and turned it into a subdivision in Michigan, and it was right before, like, Michigan's housing market just destroyed. So there's like 3 houses back there.
Oh, wow.
On this huge area of a big subdivision.
That's sad.
Yeah. I gotta find Gomez Acres. I just thought you might want to know. I grew up. What is going on at Wright Agribusiness?
I think that's where the soybean was. Oh, did you look? There was the cell. There's a cell on something. Rock.
Oh no, I didn't look at those. Yeah, you were talking about it. Let's look at the sales.
I didn't actually look because I was still playing.
10% off, 5% off, ooh, 15% off. What are these things? An FRC, a VE 8000.
Doesn't mean anything to me.
Nor to me. What are these, Gary? I don't know what they are. TSA 30,000. They look like They look like liquid movers.
Oh, need that. We can drive to the gas station.
Maybe. No, that's not one of them. That's not one of them. Oh,
what I was gonna say was, whenever they do it around here, though, they don't dump shit on the ground and like harvest one thing. They just they bale it as they go.
We just probably need to buy that machine.
I just wonder if that's even a thing.
You think they're lying to us? You think the simulator's lying?
I wonder.
I mean, if we could travel back in time, or even into the future, we could find out. Oh, there's slurry tanks that are for sale.
Oh. Okay.
And I think that's like a fancier fertilizer.
Right.
Is that better or worse?
I don't actually know.
I have no idea either. Slurry spreaders improve the harvest of your yield. That's all it says. I don't even know how to get a slurry, though.
Like it's something you go to Dairy Queen for.
Get some slurry?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be 7-Eleven?
Yeah, I guess that's a Slurpee. Yeah, I guess it's a Blizzard that Dairy Queen has.
Yeah, but Blizzards aren't anything like a slurry. Or Slurpee.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Blizzards
I guess, because like a
Blizzards
slurry...
Blizzards are a flurry.
Oh, yeah,
Or
flurry.
a McFlurry.
Well, isn't a slurry sleet and ice?
I mean, sure. Sleet and rain. A slurry.
Yeah.
There's a slurry coming down out there. So every time it like rains like that, do you think the fields grow better?
I don't think they grow at all when that happens.
That's probably true. Could be a little out of season. We'll see if those potatoes and garlic survive from their seeds.
Potato seeds, that shit cracks me up.
Oh, I did do some real farming. I can't remember if I talked about this before or not. I planted some hops.
Oh yeah, you told me you were gonna do that.
Yep, they are.
The potato seeds.
They are planted, and I treat them with water every day to make them delicious.
I fucked up my compost and I didn't turn it enough, and it started growing some of the seeds from some plant I threw in there.
So can't you just like smash it up and turn it again?
I could, but I decided to just start a new compost pile because I honestly I haven't been maintaining that one as well as I should, as far as like putting cardboard and stuff in it. It's just been all vegetables, and so it's kind of gross anyways. Not gross, but like I don't know, it wasn't as good as it should have been. That's why plants were able to grow in the first place. Like it should have been composting better. So I decided to start a new one and just see what the fuck was gonna grow. So I left the plants to grow on their own.
You're gonna have like tobacco.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think it might be cantaloupe. Actually, I think it might be watermelon. I don't actually know what the fuck it could be because I don't think I've had any cantaloupe or watermelon in a while, so I don't know what it is. Might be some kind of squash, actually.
Squash is terrible.
You don't like squash?
Nope. I hate squash.
All types?
For the most part. Though it's really ironic because I really like pumpkin pie.
Huh.
Which is a squash.
Yeah.
But I guess all squash tastes different, so...
Well, a lot of times when people I see say they don't like squash, it's like the crookneck yellow squash they don't like, but they've never like tried acorn squash or any of those kind.
I've definitely tried acorn. Yeah, I've tried acorn squash. I've tried a lot of squash. I'm one of those people who, for the most part, I'll try anything because I like to experiment with new foods and find out what I like and don't like. I'm not one of those. It's so funny. At the fire station, we cook a meal like every night when we're there. We get food cards, go to Safeway, do some shopping, and cook a meal for the shift. And it's really difficult because on my particular shift, we have one guy who's a vegan. So you always either have to make a vegan-friendly meal or have something special like that he can have as well. We have one guy who literally wants the plainest things in the world. All he wants is like a burger with ketchup, like that's it. Or what did we order? We ordered from a sub shop across the street instead of because we didn't have food cards one week, and he got a Philly cheesesteak with only ranch dressing. So it was literally the meat and ranch dressing. That was it. No cheese, no lettuce, no toppings.
That's not even a Philly cheesesteak. That's just...
I agree. I agree with you. That's the way this guy eats. And then you have one of the guys on our shift who is a really good cook. So he likes to cook for the shift and make like more elaborate things. It's so funny because one guy won't eat it because he's a vegan, unless it's like vegan friendly. He's got to make sure he's vegan. The other guy won't eat it because he doesn't like fancy food.
Wow.
I think a lot of that is people just don't try stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, because I definitely tried a lot of squash and don't like most of it. Like olives too. I hate olives.
I hate black olives. I like green olives.
I don't think they taste any different. they both taste terrible. That's all I know.
Both taste like shit.
And it's funny because and I think they're overpowering too. So you get olives on a pizza, people are like, "Oh, you can just pick them off."
No, you cannot.
I will. No, but it tastes like olives.
Yeah,
like the pizza still tastes like olive.
I agree completely. Black olives on pizza are the worst.
Coconut, I also actually hate.
Yeah, I hate coconut too. That's more of a texture than the flavor, though.
See, that's what a lot of people say. For me, it's the flavor. Like, it got to the point where I don't even like. There's so many like shampoos or sunscreens that are coconut scented. I hate it. It's terrible. No, coconut milk or coconut water is pretty good, which is weird because I don't think it tastes like coconut at all.
Like you're talking about the coconut milk, like the stuff inside the coconut?
No, because I've never actually had a real like coconut to try that. I mean, like they sell the coconut water. It's more like water with like, you know, some coconut pulp and stuff in it. It's supposed to be the milk from inside the coconut, but I'm sure it's not. You know, it's like manufactured somewhere. It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that stuff. What else don't I like? There's only a handful of things that I really, really hate. This was actually not worth it to try to transport. It's only $11.75. But when it comes down to it, there's not much that I won't eat if I was really hungry.
You like anchovies?
I've had them before. They're really salty.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say I like them, but I'm not going to say I dislike them either.
Yeah, it's definitely something I would want. I would ask for.
Yeah, I would not ask for that special. But I also wouldn't ask for a lot of things special that like you do anyway. Like you're a huge seafood person. And I like seafood, but I'm one of those people who doesn't like super fishy tasting seafood. Like seafood that tastes like seafood. I don't like that as much.
Yeah.
How are you doing on that field over there?
I'm almost done.
Okay, I'm going to hook the fertilizer back up then.
You'll probably pass me, or catch up to me, but I'm hoping I don't have to get seed. I'm thinking I might actually be able to do this without stopping to get seed.
Wait, let me see if I can bring you a pallet. Are any of these upright? Yes, this one's upright.
I love the second swipe on this because it's downhill, and you go to 17 kilometers per hour on the way back.
The upper swipe, though. I also think that tractor is our slower tractor.
Oh, really?
Or our less powerful one. I'd have to relook at the stats, but I have a feeling the red one would actually do better for it.
I'm out up to 19 kilometers per hour.
Here, and before you finish, as you're turning around, I wonder if I just pull up behind you and
yeah,
if it'll.
Yeah, or oh fuck yeah, that's amazing.
Seed delivery.
Sucked it all up.
Oh,
now it's gone.
Yep, it's gone. That. Oh my god, I'm like, I got my thing dragging on the ground. There we go. I couldn't turn. What if I'm driving and I just dig the forks into the ground? I'm gonna find out. Hold on, I'm gonna go up really high, turn the fork straight on down. I was gonna get some speed and jam these into the ground.
Just flip it.
Oh, I'll do it going downhill too. Hold on, I'm gonna turn around. Do this with maximum speed potential.
Let's see this. Oh, there you go.
There we go. Get speed, get speed, get speed. Ugh!
Nothing happened.
Nobody's just going.
That's ridiculous.
I was hoping it'd be something fun, but I definitely made a. Oh, that's just the tire tracks. I was gonna say I made tracks across the road, but where's the simulation now, huh? Yeah, this definitely is much faster, the fertilizing part. I really wonder if the slurry tanks are any good. I wonder if slurry you only have to do like once to a field versus...
No, I think you have to do it every time you plant.
No, but once to a field. Like you have to do fertilize, you do up to 3 stages.
Oh, right.
of the growth cycle. Yeah, I wonder if slurry is
Which we've
just
never
less.
done.
No. We're lucky if we've done one on all of our...
Our old planter did stage 1 as it planted.
Right, right.
So we did...
Yeah.
That was slightly better in that regard, but that's the only thing that made it better. Like, this is way better as far as speed is concerned.
We need to find a planter that attaches to the front.
I don't think that exists.
So we can... Or a harvester that attaches to the front of a different machine that we can still attach something to the back of.
Right.
So you can harvest and... Did we try to hook up our new planter to that thing?
Yeah, it wouldn't take it.
I remember us trying to hook up a planter. I just couldn't remember if it was this one or the old one.
Yeah, because this one would have been the all-around thing. You've been harvesting and planting and cultivating all that shit all at the same time.
We have 14 grand now, which is not too bad, considering I bought almost $7,000 worth of seed.
Oh, wow.
At the beginning of this episode.
Oh, that's right. You went and sold, didn't you? Did you sell?
Yeah, and then I went and sold. I sold. Well, no, there's still like a 1,200 or something left.
Okay, not much.
Yeah, not enough to make it worth going back there. Oh, look at these straight lines. I'm kidding. They're not straight.
Yeah, I know.
Burn. Oh. Did that patch grow already, or have you not?
I might have missed some, honestly, because there was that bit that
It's the very end patch.
Let me come look and see what it looks like, because there was some that you had probably planted that hadn't grown at all. I just put it on 120.
Oh, so it might have just hit the first growth stage.
Yeah. If it's a tiny little bit, that's probably like what I missed when I was just replanting. No, I definitely ran over this. This is unless it didn't accept that I was planting here because it hadn't grown at all yet. You know what I mean?
We'll find out if it grows. Because I did plant that at the beginning of this episode, or the beginning of the last episode, because that was the last row that looked like it had gotten completely missed.
So when do you fertilize again? Like this one over here is in its first stage of growth. Do you now fertilize?
So now we fertilize that one because I bet you because I fertilized this whole field earlier too. So I bet you if you look at the map now, we can see the fertilizer. Take off the needs plowing. Oh, the whole field looks like it's already on its second stage of fertilization actually. Which is weird. Maybe you don't have to wait until the things grow.
Keep going over it.
Yeah, maybe you just have to wait a certain amount of time and then it accepts it as another stage. But I would bet you that some of this is going to get... I don't even know how to tell that anymore. You have to turn off the plowing view.
Yeah, needs plowing. Yeah. So yeah, that's at the top stage, actually, the dark blue. It looks like.
That's kind of weird.
So yeah, you should come and do 14 and 15 after you do that one.
To see if they're accepting more. Oh no, I'm not going to quite get this last strip in. Three, two, one, and we're out. I don't know if it's bad if we drive over the field once it's fertilized or once it's planted. So I've been avoiding it. Did you see all the new seed?
Yeah, I sucked up most of it actually. I noticed a lot of it's gone. So yeah, come do this one up here that's actually grown to stage 1 and let's see if it gets if it accepts. You filling up?
I got a refill here. Whoops. And apparently get out of my tractor for some reason. Oops. I just rammed the pitchfork right into this, the other tractor.
You're just over there breaking shit.
I mean, that would be cool if they made it so you actually damaged vehicles by running into them. Whoa,
Yeah.
this whole field just kind of grew.
Actually, yeah, this one over here is what I was talking about doing.
God dang it.
It's weird that this one is in stage 2 of growth because... Oh, wait, now this one isn't all stage 2. Never mind. Never mind, it's not weird. Yeah, this was further along, basically. Shit, right in the face.
I wanted to fertilize you, too.
Yeah.
I want my men big and strong. Gotta help you grow.
Yeah, that's bringing it up a notch.
But it did grow, so it's not really a good comparison.
Right.
Because you anticipate once it grows the one stage that you're supposed to fertilize again, but maybe there's a window where we can do it again. Though, granted, what'd you say is the lights all the time?
Just hit F like 3 times. You'll get them all on.
There we go. Because it is actually really hard to see where this fertilizer is spreading to in the dark.
You did a real good job with the seeds.
Oh, I can't believe you went through a couple pallets already, though.
It holds 3,000, and each pallet is like 1,000. This thing holds a
A
lot.
lot of seeds. Well, I guess that's what you get with magic seeds. That can be any seed you want to plant.
Yeah. You definitely get them from the same person that the beanstalk seeds came from.
Yeah. Wonder if we can... beanstalk's an option for growth.
Grow beanstalks.
You can sell them to giants who need a way to get to their home. Like, you know, it could be a lucrative business if there's enough giants. I haven't seen any, but you never know. It's
Yeah, totally.
that barn's pretty big. I don't know who's hiding in there.
I really want to buy this $25,000 tipper.
Well, we can either take a bigger loan, or
Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until we grow this next harvest, though. It'd be great to buy the bigger tipper. But you wanted to buy the silage thing too. How much is that?
I don't remember the bale wrapper.
Yeah.
I'd have to look. I think it's like, was it 32 or was it cheaper? Was it like 9?
I'm looking now. That's under baling technology, right?
Yeah. I wonder if this fertilizing increases our yield of the straw swath too.
I imagine it does all the things. So the bell wrapper is 42,000.
Oh, 42. It's pretty expensive.
It is pretty expensive.
Are we still leasing anything? Do we need to return a lease?
I don't think so.
What were we leasing? Was it the baler?
Oh, maybe it was the baler. I hit the wrong button. Ruined everything. Is the key with the hand in it, does that mean lease?
I guess.
New Holland roll belt 150.
Yeah, that's got to be the baler.
Oh yeah, that's getting expensive.
How much does it cost to buy that one?
Can you buy it out of its lease?
I don't know.
I'm trying to see. It doesn't even show up in our garage.
Probably because we must not own it.
Right. Oh, here we go. Leased items. Roll belt 150. Return is the only option.
So how much does that one cost again?
It's so far we've spent $3,000 on the lease.
But how much does it cost to buy?
Let's see. $58,000.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's really expensive.
I think there's cheaper balers. I don't know how they work.
No, there's not.
There's not? I could have sworn I saw a cheaper baler when I was just looking through.
Sorry, there is one that makes square bales, but that wouldn't work with anything else we've already bought. That's the cheapest roll bale. We can't make solids out of the square ones either, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah, we need to...
Whoa! As I'm fertilizing this one field, the things behind, or it's the shadows, but it looks like the field is like doubling in size. It does.
I dropped some crazy acid before we started doing this.
Oh no, it's growing. This thing's getting bigger.
What is getting bigger?
Like as I come, you see where I'm at?
No, where are you? Okay, over here.
Yeah, look at the path that I just went down. Like that section on the right side, that strip is like twice as big as next to it.
Well, yeah, it had already grown though, or it had on my screen. I guess maybe you hadn't.
I thought I had done something special.
Yeah, that had already grown. Well, I guess we should kill it here. And next episode, we will harvest and sell. So I guess what we really need to do is come up with $58,000 to pay for this fucking thing.
The bigger trailer?
No, the thing we're leasing. I think we should return it and
but should we do a run with the lease one first?
Yeah,
and
we
then
should.
Yeah.
And hopefully.
All right, guys.
58,000. Yeah, we'll see you.
See you.